just, whoa, and again with the tripod falling off of the table. Yeah. Maybe I should just draw some marks on the table. Been doing this long enough, man. You'd think you'd know by now, wouldn't you? Right, you're definitely recording camera 2, yeah? Camera, oh dear, right, okay, let's just steady you in the cradle. And see what happens from there. I'm just going to adjust this a bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. I'll feed you in a minute. Can you hear the birds chirping? That still doesn't matter. Anyway, okay, let's get going. I was using some really weird tunings last night, very interesting. And hopefully they'll stay the same. Try that one. Alright, this is a new song. Let's see how many songs I wrote last year. Sorry, let's see how many songs I've written this year. Wasn't going to take it. If I can lift them. What's that in the music to? G, D, A minor. So that's the songs up to 2 days ago. January, February, March, April, and May. 272 songs. So, that doesn't count the ones I've lost, obviously, because I've lost them. Oh, that doesn't sound good. I mean, well, I wrote 5 minutes ago. What on earth does that say? It says I'm wishing I pulled my glasses over. Ooh. Oh. Well, it's the hottest day of the year. I'm saying that a lot because each day they say that today's the hottest day of the year and today's the hottest day of the year. Tomorrow will probably be the hottest day of the year. Well, that wasn't the smartest thing I ever done in my life, was it? Knocking the wire out the cradle. This is called Unlocking the Wrong Door. This is a song about something else that wasn't the smartest thing I ever did in my life. What key should we do this in? Well, let's see what the tunings are like. You taking the Mickey? Goodness me, man. Right. Where are you going? Doesn't matter if this is going swimmingly well. I should learn to swim, really. Since I can't walk anymore. Don't get too fancy till the second take. 1, 2, 3, 4. A minor. There's an interesting chord change. Let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. memories out of my mind, re-examine them to see what I would find. Maybe an answer, maybe a clue, maybe an excuse that I could cling on to. Nothing came any clearer than it was before. I'm still unlocking the wrong door. Love is an endless highway with no return. The further you travel, the faster the tires burn. There are no pull-ins, exits only. You start off aligned and climb out lonely. The more I think about it, the more I'm sure I was unlocking the wrong door. I try not to hate, but it's getting really hard. A kiss and a smile kick down all my guards. I blamed myself and more fool I, given everything while someone never tried. When all was gone, then I knew the score. I'd been unlocking the wrong door. Can you hear my birds if I'm quiet? Well, not my birds, they're their own birds. They are the birds that I feed a lot. There's a little trail from going across the lawn now. There's a lady blackbird. Oh, sorry guys. 4 baby sparrows following her. I'll feed you soon. Stay in your nest, it's too hot. There's like 100 pits. I'll tell you a true story. There's 3 wood pigeons that come here. Ooh, where are you going to? Let's put that in a frame later on. So, I don't know, maybe 7 o'clock last night I was doing some work here. And they'd come down and they'd eaten everything, eat me out of house and home. As they want to do in the course of a day. And this huge, I looked down and there's this huge, I've got 3 huge wood pigeons. And 2 of them come down as a pair, and one of them always just looks a little bit sad, a little bit lost and lonely, and it flew into the window. I'm chuckling, but it didn't do itself any good. It's left a huge mark on the window. Anyway, so, and it sort of just ambles around, and it was on the floor, which is very dangerous because this is a very rural area. You can see that I just can't take my eyes off of it. How rude of me. And because there's all stray cats and feral cats live here in farms away, the farms have the cats, but they keep them feral to keep the rats population down, and dingoes or whatever, or just maybe they're just mean, Anyway, I'll have a always been amazing, you know, farmers. All right then, Daisy. All right then, Daisy. Oh, you good girl, Daisy. And they do that every day for 5 years. They go, okay then, Daisy. Breakfast or dinner. I don't know about that. Anyway, but that's just me and my vegetarian thoughts. So I look down this pigeon. So this pigeon's just walking around on the floor there, ambling, boom, 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 pecking away. When the table's empty, it's a patio table. It's got a hole where the flagpole goes through. And sometimes they knock some food through there, so it's under the table, rummaging around amongst all the long grass and everything. And I thought, oh, how do I go out and feed it, because I don't want it flying off and bumping itself again, because if it's under the table, I thought it's just going to take off and go, oh my God. And but there was no food for it there to eat at all. I didn't see it during the course of the day, and I thought it's probably, poor thing's probably had nothing. So I go out and I get some birdseed, and I pour it in the palm of my hand and crumble up some bread. And I just go around the side to where I first come into view there, and it just sort of the optimism. And so I'm just proffering it to it, you know, and I'm saying, you know, just showing that I've got birdseed and food in my hand, and it just sort of. So I just try not to make any sharp movements, and the birdseed and the bread flew down. And then landed within maybe, I don't know, a foot of our friend, the pigeon. And it just, then I reversed back indoors and came through and beaking down through, and nothing. So there's birdseed and peanuts and sunflower seeds and crumbled up bread, and it's still going through the long grass under the table, coming up with nothing, you know. And then what happened was, you know, some of the other birds who live in that tree outside, and that tree and the eaves, and they go, oh, he's been out, that normally means there's food. And we can't hear a guitar playing, so that's a good sign. It's safe to go down. So they go down, and they're literally there. And there's literally a million birds, but there's the male blackbird, and I don't know, I'll say 8 sparrows, and they're all tucking into all this. And the pigeon, so they're there, you know, in a circle, and the pigeon is there, and I'm sort of willing it. I'm going, can you not see? Look, what do you think they're doing? They're eating. There's food there. Speed this story up because I'm running out of pixels. So they eat everything and off they go, and the pigeon is still there wandering around, and then it disappears into the bush like that. Never to be seen again. And I just want it to be up, you know, and out the way, because I'm afraid that, you know, the cats are going to come down through. So I go out and I do this again. Only with peanuts this time. I thought maybe you can see these better, you know. So I got some peanuts, I hurl some peanuts down through. Down comes the blackbird, dum 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 dum. Oh, and then the blue tits and the garden tits, they like the peanuts as well, so they swamp that. And still nothing. What the pigeon does, it then lifts itself up, or it flies up onto the table, which is completely bare. There's nothing there at all. There's the saucers, and it's pecking away inside the saucers, and it's just eating the pattern, really. And I thought, oh my goodness me. I thought, well, at least it's got a vantage point now. And I'm trying different things, you know, just in case it doesn't like it. So I go out. There isn't a happy ending to this story, by the way, so if you're expecting a happy ending, please turn off now. So I scrunch up some biscuits, and what else did I mix? Oh, and some more sunflower seeds and a little bit of white bread, thinking, you know, I might be able to see it better. And so out I go again, and it sees me and it doesn't fly away. I don't go within, I don't know, 10 feet of it. And I'm just standing, and again I'm going, I'm literally at this point pointing into my palm, saying, look at this yummy food here. And then I gently waft it up there. And it's the same thing again. Mr. Pigeon stays on the table, or Miss Pigeon. There's nothing at all, you know, eating nothing at all, eating just fresh air. All these other birds, but I know the other birds are thinking it's, you know, Christmas, New Year and the Halloween all rolled into one. They can't even take off anymore, they've eaten so much food, but I'm just trying to get something into this pigeon, you know. And the sparrows are just like lying on their back going, oh, undoing their belt feathers, and oh, Harry, oh, I've overindulged.
Gonna have to go to the gym tomorrow. At that point, you know, this took an hour, by the way. You're talking an hour story here. I'm doing other stuff as well, you know. Just trying to get food into this pigeon. There. So you turned on to a hearing and a happy song, and Pigeon hasn't been back this morning, but one of them has. They normally come in segments. Oh, and the other point is, and the squirrel, I have 2 squirrels as well. Again, I don't have them, but they live in the field next door, and they climb up a tree, and I think every time they hear the back door opening, they go, yep, okay, ready? And I think they use the sparrows as cannon fodder, you know. Okay, nothing's eating the birds, right, off we go then, and along the fence they come. And then the birds go away, but they just scoop everything up. Well, see my other videos. Should we do this song again? Anything to stop him talking about pigeons. Right, anyway, so that's my new song. It's called Pigeon Anecdote. And I sang it a cappella for you. Fun and a cappella. Wasn't that an Elvis film? I wonder if I could lift the... I don't know if I can lift this one up. Can you see what I'm talking about there? Probably can't because of the refraction, but there's the lady blackbird just under the table there, hopping around, and that's where the pigeon was too yesterday. They probably figure there's going to be more food under there now. Who'd be a parent, huh?